What's up, Internet? This is Flitz. This is Gamer Lobby Live. Don't forget to check us out every week at 8 o'clock Pacific. Now check out this clip.
Welcome back to Gamer Lobby Live. This is Chris Dorman. Hello,
What's up?
Chris.
How you doing?
So we are going to jump to Mr. Flitz, who's going to be doing a bit of an interview while we play Riptide, which is not too dissimilar from, I guess, Jet Moto or Diddy Kong Racing, just different in every way.
Worse graphic.
Yeah, so Flitz, let's head it back to you, sir.
I like that you made a Jet Moto reference. That's a reference that I actually... You played Diddy Kong? All right, so I'm sitting here with Chris from Nyko. So let's talk about the PlayPad. It connects via Bluetooth, and you created this thing. You did this.
Well, not me personally, but Nyko.
I'm just going to imagine you did it, because you're a genius.
It was kind of a group effort, but we can put it on our VP of Product Dev and Product Dev department. It's primarily, responsible for it, but we all kind of helped out a little bit.
Is this pushing to be the premier mobile gaming pad? Because it's needed, because I got big thumbs, and they don't, on the screen, it don't really usually work for me too well, because I got like, they're flat and they're gigantic.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. I mean, most people, when they play existing mobile games now, it's Angry Birds, Words with Friends, and stuff that's all finger-touched. And even games that look great, more like your Infinity Blade and stuff, still when you get down to it and play those games, it's like Fruit Ninja, because you're just swiping.
Yes.
And, in order to get more of a console level or PC type of title on a mobile device, you need a dedicated hardware input, control method. And we feel, controllers are obviously... a mouse and keyboard is too unwieldy for a tablet or a cell phone. Controller makes sense.
They like your feet. You have Gears of War feet right now.
I didn't know. There was that. I want to look like a hip hop anime character. So with the controller development, what you were making consoles control. You're still making console controllers, correct?
Right. Yeah.
What was the push? Like, mobile needs something good, because there are plenty of mobile controllers out there, but it hasn't been anything that's been fitting. They've always tried to been kind of toned down, and this seems to be a full-size controller.
Exactly. There was some competitors out there on the market with various levels, but there wasn't any sort of universal standard or anything just yet. So we went to GDC a couple years back. With the intent to create an SDK and reach out to developers, have the code support, software development kit.
Okay.
So to reach out to those developers of mobile games and say, hey, it'd be great, your game is cool, but it would be fantastic if it had full-on controller support. And after talking to several of them, we realized that there already was a standard built into Android, and NVIDIA was working on it, so we've started to partner with them, and we helped evolve and kind of work with them to establish the standard. So there's an inherent HID, which is human interface device, drivers that are already in Android. So just like when your mouse and keyboard connect to a computer, same thing. So it's a universal standard. So as long as the game supports a normal HID gamepad, it'll work with our controllers.
If you can answer this question, is there potential for iOS support?
Yes, well, the nice thing that the week of E3, Apple actually announced that they're providing some sort of controller support in iOS 7. So we've already reached, yes. So we reached out to them. Right now, this actually has a mode in the back. There's a little apple. It kind of looks like a squash pumpkin, but that's an apple. That's the, you flip it over there to iCade mode. And right now, there's about 100 or so titles that adopt this iCade protocol, which is the closest thing to Universal Protocol on Android, or on iOS right now. But Apple's actually adding full controller support in iOS 7, which is this fall. So it'll be great. We've reached out to them, and we're entering into the MIF agreement, which is made for iPod, or made for Apple, I should say. And we hope to bring what we think is the new standard for Android over to the iOS market as well. Great.
So this is really this is big. This is jet setting new big standards for mobile gaming, because I mean, jet setting radio. This is jet setting radio. This is we're like sitting here with pioneers right now. You're like Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a small.
Exactly.
Well, it's kind of,
like famous pioneers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it'd be nice to have a Sacagawea type guide.
Okay.
Rather than just stumbling in the dark, but yeah, it's great. I mean, because it's kind of a small emerging market right now, because there's a ton of games and gamers on these devices, but what we've seen is a lot of the whole casual influx into console gaming with Guitar Hero and Wii and Kinect has kind of moved to mobile. And so those guys who kind of have been in the Wii and the Kinect and stuff like that have moved on to playing, like I said, Angry Birds and Fruit Ninja and stuff like that on their phones. So it'd be great if that influx of gamers that moved to the mobile side would also embrace some more hardcore titles. That we hope a controller will, do that.
All right, well, we're going to go to Wally in chat. Thank you, Chris.
No problem.
And because Wally likes to talk. And then when we come back, well, we're not really going anywhere. We're just going to be sitting here. We're going to be playing Riptide. So
He's talking about cocaine again.
Hey, Wally, what Mario game was that suit in?
This suit was from Super Mario Pokemon. It was made by no one ever, because no one's... I got no Steam.